Okay. Let's see if I can. Nope. Anyways, yeah, this is Trippy Trader coming at you with the morning market recap. Today's date is August 29th, 2019. Once again, we're doing a micro emini S&P 500 future contract recap. Now I'm using a 1,000 tick chart, 21 day or 21 moving average. Uh, yeah. Anyways, let's get down into it. Uh, Uploaded a video this morning. Haven't had Wi-Fi in a couple days. I mentioned that in the video yesterday. Been in Colorado. This is actually my first day in the last week and a half of being able to actually trade real money. My Ninja Trader account was messing up. I had to re-download that, do some platform uh, support for it. It wasn't loading for some reason. And then my account went low again, so I had to retrieve my live market data. So yeah, today's first day with the real market again, and it's been awesome. Today's been a really good day. Let's see, market's still in that range that I've been talking about, the 2,900 and the 2,800 range. It's still between there. Uh, at this moment, just trade the market. Uh, you could say today's, I guess, since if you consider 3 o'clock, it's been an uptrend, but other than that, it's honestly mostly been downtrending since the market opened. Uh, or a range day, really, is what I'd rather call it, is a range day. It's just moving sideways, but you have a couple legs, just one main leg. But other than that, the market volume hasn't been too bad today. It's decent volume, especially picking up around 10:20, or around like 10 o'clock is when it really picked up. It was a little slow starting off, but we had a nice runner in the after hours around 3 in the morning. Huge runner right here. I'm gonna put this on right here. This runner was crazy. And then uh, morning, it just kind of steady went up all morning. And then I'm gonna start doing my recaps around 8 o'clock. And then 8 o'clock comes and it slows down a little bit. Uh, let's see. Well, I'm not really sure why the market is just moving sideways like it has been for the last 2 weeks. I'm not going to make any huge prediction of what could happen because really I don't know, and I don't think anybody really knows. But I mean, they had the Fed cut, and we haven't had a depression for 90 years. That's another thing, which I feel like we're in tune for a depression in the market for sure here soon, or at least a pullback, a recession, or whatever. But I mean, I'm not going to make no conspiracy with that and say it's going to happen, because anything can happen in this market. But, anyways, I'm getting off topic. 8 o'clock comes. We had some nice buying power in the morning in the open. Way more green than red, so buyers are controlling this market. Like I said, it's mostly moving range, moving sideways anyways, so you're just looking for range momentum rather than a trend momentum in this market today. Because we already had the huge gap up in the morning. So what I was expecting the market to happen when it opened was have uh, a pullback of the market to fill this gap, and then average back out and go back up on another leg for the rest of the day. But the market held its price in the morning for the first 30 minutes. I didn't make this trade right here. That was a complete accident. I guess I had another order running and it got hit. I don't really know how I didn't see it, but it got hit, so I had to get out on that. But this is the only real trade I made. Talk about that in a second. Yeah, so market, a bunch of buying power. Comes in through here. Uh, let's see. It wasn't really many trades on them three here, I guess, because I mean, in this kind of market, I'm looking to buy bottoms rather than short tops.
But with this huge gap and the market just opening, I was just looking for a pullback, so I didn't really make any trades until I got an idea of what strength the market had and where it was running. But I was going to take a short right here, down scalp down there for a few ticks, since it was you got a second entry long right here that failed, and when it failed, you know, you had a breakout back up, almost consider that a double top, and then it failed down here. Same right here. It was up here on the open of this candle. If I would have taken the short, it would have had to been right here because let's see, can I add arrows? Chart marker? Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I would have taken a short right here, and then on this candle, not this one. I would have definitely waited for this candle to show up, especially after this, this trending market. If you're looking to take a short in that position, you got to be extra cautious with it. So, especially with the opening right here, and then it failing, and then turning red, you definitely could have gotten a few ticks right there. Uh, Probably about 2 points on that. But, and then we come back down here, and it's on the 20 moving average, and then had to bounce off the 20 moving average. Come back up here. This one in a bid. This would not have been a bad long. Uh, you had tried to break down 3 separate times. Kind of got a little drip bottom right there. I guess you could have taken that for another few scalps. It wasn't really my cup of tea when I saw it because in my system, I buy low, sell high. So I'm looking to buy at the bottoms. Sometimes I'll take like if it's a for sure signal, I'll take a short, kind of at a bottom, or I'll take a buy, kind of in the middle. But especially with this and this being the previous high, you don't really have much range you're working with. You have more risk to the downside than you do on the upside, considering the spread right here. So I didn't really mark that trade, or I'm not going to take that trade just because of that. You get in on your stop loss. Yes, I mean, you could have a support level right here, but I'd like to keep my stop losses at bottoms like that, so that way I can manage my risk less and not get whiplash and get stopped out on my trades. So I wouldn't really take that one. Then we head back up here. Uh, Not few. You got a new high, not that much higher, so I had a feeling it was slowing down. And then we get this huge trend candle right here, this bearish trend candle, which just kind of takes the market. We had another try retest back up, but that failed. Then we had another red candle, and then we go down here, and then we had another try retest that failed, and then we go back down here, close, and then finally on this candle, I had a trend line at the moment set up like this. I thought it was just running through there, and then at this candle, it had another try to break back up to the top, but on the next candle, it instantly failed. And the thing I've learned is I'm running 1,000 tick on this thing. When volume is running low, it's I like to wait till there's at least over 60% of the candle trades are made up, so there's not much more room for it to change in that price. So, like, say about 400 ticks left, I take a short right here, considering we're on the bottom, but we're on the bottom, but we failed to go higher, and we're almost at like a triple top level right here, so, or a double top. So I took this short right here. As soon as this candle open, or as soon as this candle pretty much closed, I took a short right there because I like to wait for the candle to close because I don't know how many trades I've been in while the candle is still moving. Uh, Especially on a signal candle, like at this moment right here, it's an important level. You don't want to get in as soon as the candle opens and it turns red on the first few trades. That doesn't tell you anything. It just shows you that first few trades that were sellers. So I like to wait for the candle to finish out and more ticks to be ran through on the candle. So therefore, it doesn't change throughout the trade. So after the candle formed is when I took the short. After it ended red, it closed red. I knew it was going to go down. Well, knew. I took a guess. You can't know anything in the market 100%. But I took a trade right there, played that out. Uh, I did not mean to sell this early. What happened was I only made 1.46 on it. But what I was trying to do was set up uh, a stop limit, but and then get in on another contract. But nope, I got stopped out only on one tick. Didn't mean to. Ninja Trader. It's weird. Whenever on the didn't mean to do that on the Super Dom. It's weird. Uh, like putting your orders in. You can get like if I you have to click the center mouse to get in order right there or fill. So I think I clicked the wrong part of my mouse and I got stopped out, and therefore I lost a few ticks on my profit. But oh well, took some money on that, and then we had a retest up here, and then obviously it broke this level. So I'm looking to short in the market now. I'm looking to fill this gap in that I was talking about earlier. So since the market, it failed, broke through that level, we had a retest to try to go back up there. And this is the one trade that I really wish I would have taken. I'm gonna put it up right here. This is the one trade I really wish I could have taken a short on. It's right here on this candle. Perfect setup. Why? You had this breakdown right here, pulled down to that level, and then you had a retest back up to the top. It failed. You have another triple top up here. Try going up, failed. Try going up, failed. And then try going up, failed. And then right here, this candle, it opened and it was running higher. And then the last few ticks, this is a perfect example, is what I'm talking about, is I like to wait for the tick to come out, because, looking on an uptrend, a beginner trader would have seen that and seen how it was a huge green candle right off the bat. And then they would have taken a buy right there, hoping along. But there was still like 700 or like 500 ticks remaining in that candle. So I waited and it closed red. Now, honestly, I don't know why I did not take this trade. There's no excuse why I didn't take that trade. But it closed down, and especially closing down after another retest of this level right here, it's just a perfect signal, I feel like, for a move down. And then we got our first real leg, pretty much, of the market today, like real volume move. I mean, you could consider that, I guess, but I feel like this is way better. So right here just shows us that, now we're heading down, fill that gap. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the morning market recap. I think I'm going to start doing full day recaps rather than doing the morning market recap because I feel like there's a lot more I could go over and I could talk a lot more. But, yeah, that's it for the video today. Uh, we got another leg or another swing, I think, back up here. But it's around 11 o'clock. I'm done trading around 11:30. I might just call it a day unless something really big catches my eye. Other than that, I think I'm done trading for the day. Not bad. I took some trades yesterday. Made a little bit of money. But slow and steady wins the race in the market. Yeah, that's the only way I'm playing. That's why I'm trading this micro future. Is It's just great because you don't have to worry about, you know, losing your ass on every trade. Like with the micro future, it was like if you have $1,000 in your account, one tick is 1.25%, of your account. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. You know, who wants who wants to risk that much on a trade? So that's why I like this micro future because it's only $1.25 a tick. So it's nowhere near a whole percent of my account for that. You know, you have a 2 point stop loss, right there. You're looking at almost a 10% loss on your whole account every trade you make if you go wrong on it.
It's just too much of a risk to play with. That's the mistake I made when I first started trading futures. Is I got in on the regular mic or regular emini S&P 500. Only had a couple thousand in my account and quickly lost almost a good 60% of my account, mostly just due to, you know, the ticks being one, 1% and a quarter every time. I'd lose 10% on every loss, and it just was killing me and killing me financially and mentally, which was making it harder for me to do a comeback because I was just too scared to make any trades because I knew if I made a trade, I had to expect a 10% or more loss on my account. And it scared me so much to the point where I wasn't comfortable making any trades. And I just look at the chart every single day for like 2 months. And I didn't even make a single trade, just looking at the chart every day. And it still kind of bothers me from doing that, is because it's still like, I know the micro futures is less, but there's times where I still don't make real trades on the micro futures just from the pain that the regular futures gave me from that money. Like, yeah, I might not be making tons of money on the micro futures, but that's really not what's important when you're starting out when you're trading. What's really important is taking it slow, steady, and building consistency, and being disciplined, having a strategy that you work at every day and build on. And that's really the point I'm at right now. As soon as I become consistent with these micro futures, start making, I've been I would say decently consistent recently with the micro futures. But I feel like I could definitely be way more consistent and way more confident. I'm definitely nowhere near ready financially or mentally to start trading the regular E-mini S&P 500 contracts. If I had a few more $1,000s in my account, I might take a regular future E-mini contract trade once in a while, depending on the risk I'm looking at with the trade. If it's a really good one, just to make an extra few bucks, but I'm not really worried about the money at this point because I know if you're worried about only making money, you're not going to make money. You got to focus on the consistency of your strategy and focus on building your own strategy and working at it every single day, no matter what. Uh, it's crazy how much, really, in the last couple years, I've changed as a trader. You know, like 3 months ago, I thought I was getting, 4 months ago, I thought I was the master and had the hang of it. And now 4 months ago, I see myself as an idiot back then. It's just something, it's one of those things where you have to be humble with. And you have to know when you're wrong and know when you take in and cut your losses and know when you fucked up and not repeat the same mistake. That's why this game is so hard for a lot of people, I feel like, is because they're not willing to accept when they're wrong, not willing to cut their losses, and they just let their ego really take control of them in the market, and that's why they'll never be successful with it. And it's a really psychological thing that you gotta take control of. You just gotta not think about your trades in the moment. You just gotta take them when you see them. Close is close enough. You're never gonna get 100%. Yeah, that's about it for today's rant. Uh, Gonna start uploading around 11:30 consecutively now. I got Wi-Fi. I got everything I need, so there's no reason for me not to upload a video 11:30 every day. So yeah, it feels good being back. Oh, looky here, we got another fill back in this gap, another leg back up. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Have a good day.